Have you ever heard of the unnamed pyramid? The one buried so deep in the Egyptian desert even maps pretend it doesn't exist. They say no one who enters ever comes out the same. I know, because I was there. My name is Dr. David Carter, archaeologist, historian, explorer of the unknown. 3 months ago, I made the worst decision of my life. I went inside the pyramid that has no name. It began with a satellite image, a black shape, perfectly triangular, hidden beneath the sand. No doors, no markings, no history, just silence. To most, that meant danger. To me, it meant discovery. So I gathered a small team. 4 of us. We traveled across blistering dunes to reach the structure forgotten by time. And when we arrived, we felt it. Not wind, not heat, not fear. Something else, something watching. There was no entrance, just a small crawl space carved into the base, as if the pyramid had opened its mouth, just wide enough to swallow us. We went in, and the moment we did, the light changed. Inside, the walls were lined with mirrors, but they didn't reflect us. They showed versions of us. Younger, older, smiling when we weren't, blinking when we didn't. One of them reached out. We told ourselves it was exhaustion, just our minds playing tricks. But deep down, we knew this place wasn't abandoned. We found the hieroglyphs on day 2, carved in red. Not paint, not dye, blood. Our translator read the symbols. Those who seek the name of the forgotten king will be claimed by his shadow. We laughed. Of course we did, because the alternative was panic. That night, we heard footsteps, but none of us were walking. By morning, Marcus was gone. No blood, no signs of escape. Only one thing left behind. A message, carved with shaking hands. Don't let it know your name. We searched, but the pyramid had changed. The halls were different, the way back gone, and new paths had opened, as if it was leading us somewhere. We found a round room. The walls were covered in faces, hundreds, thousands, each carved from stone, each with eyes wide open. When we stepped inside, every eye turned to look at us. Then they spoke. One must remain. Tom screamed, then fell. His eyes were bleeding, and the walls, they were chanting, not out loud, inside our heads. We reached the final chamber. At the center, a black sarcophagus. No carvings, no seals, just silence. And above it, a mural, a man with no face, wearing a crown, pulling the dead by strings like puppets. And one final warning, the king with no name cannot die. He waits for yours. I begged Sarah not to open it. She already had. Inside was no mummy, no treasure, only a mirror, perfectly black, perfectly still, and written on it in flame red letters, David Carter. I never told anyone my full name, but the mirror knew. Then darkness. Don't remember how I got out, or how many days passed. I woke up in a hospital in Cairo. They said the pyramid collapsed, said I was lucky to survive, said everyone else was gone. But I know better, because ever since that day, my reflection moves, a little too slowly. Sometimes it smiles when I don't. Sometimes it breathes when I'm holding my breath. And once, just once, I caught it blinking after I walked away. I went back. Once, the pyramid was gone, swallowed by the desert. But in the distance, a shadow stood on the dune. I turned around, nothing there. But in the reflection of my sunglasses, someone else was wearing my face. Never speak your full name in the dark. Never trust the mirror. And whatever you do, never open the tomb that has no name. Because the Pharaoh's curse, it doesn't kill you, it replaces you.